Welcome back to the IBFP. Here's your host, Boxing News.
Demetrius Andrade says Canelo Alvarez fights nobodies. And look, let's break it down honestly and objectively as possible. And we get an interesting comment from the Q&A series from Boxing Smarts. And he states, Demetrius Andrade says Canelo Alvarez fights nobodies. And if you look at his statement directly, you've seen Demetrius Andrade has done a recent interview with IFL TV. And he was asked about, his thoughts on Canelo Alvarez versus Alangu Makabu. And this is what he said, and I quote, "There's a famous quote that goes, 'You're a champion, but you don't fight nobody.' That's what Canelo said to me. He's a champion, and now look what he's showing. He's fighting nobodies." Saying Canelo Alvarez is potentially fighting nobody in his next fight against Alangu Makabu. That's what Demetrius Andrade said. Now let's break it down. Is he really a nobody? Or is he a somebody? Well, if you look at Alangu Makabu, this guy's a certified world champion in the cruiserweight division. So he is a real world champion. This would be a 5th division world title for Canelo Alvarez. This is no fake Burger King belt. This is the real deal. He would be beating a certified world champion coming off of 9 consecutive wins. Now, Demetrius Andrade's current fight is a guy who works at the Home Depot, and Jason Quigley. Jason Quigley has never been a world champion. He's never been an elite fighter. He's literally the definition of a nobody. So when you break it down, who's really fighting nobodies? But fine, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Let's look at his resume. Look at Demetrius Andrade's last 5 fights. He's literally fought 0 world champions. Williams, Keeler, Sulecki, Akovalv, and Walter. None of these guys were world champions coming into any of those fights. So at the end of the day, what the hell is he talking about? When you look at Canelo Alvarez, he's fought 3 champions in the last 11 months. We see who's actually out there fighting world champions, who's out there actually being great, and who's actually out there fighting nobodies. Now, when you look at the careers, let's compare the careers of Canelo Alvarez and Demetrius Andrade. Canelo Alvarez has fought more world champions in the last 11 months than Demetrius Andrade has fought in his entire 13-year pro career. Think about it. Canelo Alvarez has exceeded this man's entire career in 11 months. This man, his reason why his name is Doo-Doo Andre, because his resume is straight boo-boo. Because men lie, women lie, but the facts don't lie.